Okay, so here's how we do the second problem in the homework. We have several years, so we know that those are 1, 2, 3. Now in Excel, if once you get three numbers, you can just drag and drop and fill in the rest. So we're going to go down here and fill those all in. And then we have several numbers of dollars, and we're just making these up, so don't worry about what they are. Just I'm just filling in numbers, just filling in numbers. Let's see what happens here. How many more do I have? Still more to go. Two more? Yeah, okay, two more. Okay, so we've got 15 years of numbers, years 1 through 15, 1 through 15, and we've got numbers for 1 through 15. So now what we're supposed to do is do a forecast. Well, let's do the moving average first. So this is moving average. So we're just going to call it moving average. AVG. All right, moving average. So how do we do moving average? We take the first 3 years, divide them by 3, and that's the answer. So this one is equal to, again, it's a formula, and I'm not going to trick you this time. I'm going to put in the parentheses because it's this year plus this year plus this year. And I'm putting in the parentheses, and it's divided by 3. Okay, now we can take this number because we've done it right, and we can copy it. So we're going to copy this number down through here. And we got these numbers. Okay, now this looks a little messy, so we're going to actually um, format them so that they're all whole numbers. It doesn't really matter because Excel will remember the real numbers behind that. So, but we're making it down to 0 decimal places, okay? Because it looks cuter that way. So now we know what the moving average is. And if we wanted to find out what the moving average, well, that's all we can really do. We can't. People would like to say this, take these two and divide it by 3, but you can't. You can only do your 1, 2, 3. You can only do the moving average this far. You can't come up with a forecast for year 16 based on this number. If you do these three numbers, it doesn't work. If you do these three numbers, it doesn't work. So this is all you can do with a moving average, is come up with this number. What you should see though is that instead of going from 16,000 to 19,500, you go from 15,300 to 16,800. It smooths out the big pluses and minuses a lot more. Now, to do a forecast, we go down here. It doesn't really matter where you put it, but I'm going to put it down here. And you go to the FX, the function key. And it's going to ask, well, because I've done this so often, it goes directly to forecast. But if you didn't have it that way, you'd go to statistical and then go through it alphabetically till you came to forecast. Uh, and then that's what you'd use. Okay. So what is X? X is the year we want to forecast. So you can enter the number B16, A16. You could enter just 16. But what I like to do is to be sure that I'm getting the right number. So I go over here and grab that number. Okay, so I've got that. Now, what's the next one? What are the known Y's? Oh, well, that's these numbers here. So let's just grab those. And we'll just copy those. And then we'll close this. And what are the known x's? Well, that's 1 through 15, years 1 through 15. So again, I like to be sure I'm doing it right, so I watch what I'm doing. All right, and that's what that. And now you see it's got the arguments in here, but it already told you the answer. Now it hasn't printed it over here in this cell yet, but it's already calculated the answer. So here's what the answer is: 17572.89. And again, we're going to format this cell to make it a whole number. And no decimal places. Okay, so it's 17573. Now let's see what happens if we do a forecast on the moving average. So let's do that. Let's do forecast, and we'll. Did I spell it right? No. So let's spell it right. Forecast, moving average. Okay. Now we're going to do the same thing. We're going to put it down here, but again, you could put it anywhere you want to. We're going to go back up to FX. We're going to go back to. Oh, see, now it didn't. If I go back to recently used, it'll give me forecast. So that's good. That's what I want to use. Again, the known x is 16, so we're going to use that. The known y's now are these numbers. Uh-oh, didn't like that. Okay, so let's try this again. We probably have to start over. We will. Okay, so let's delete that, delete this, and start over. Alright, so we're going to start over. Forecast. Okay, the known x is 16. The known y's, that's what happened. I didn't tell it what I was trying to do. The known y's are those, and the known x's now are not 1 through 15, but 3 through 15. Again, it hasn't put the answer in there, but it's already given it to you here. So we'll say OK, and then we'll format that, and then see what that looks like. Number, 0 decimal places. And you see in this particular instance, they're very, very close. 17573, 17558. So the moving average brought it down, and basically it brought it down because it eliminated the effect of this 19.5 by bringing it down to 16.841. But you can see that the two forecasts are fairly close. Anyway, that's how you do a forecast and a moving average and a forecast on a moving average. Let me know if this doesn't help. Okay, good luck.